everyone! So as you know, Pokemon has made a very huge announcement this week on January 8th at a special Pokemon Direct announcing brand new additions to the Pokemon video game series. Now, like many other people prior to the announcement on January 8th, I was, speculating and wondering to myself, what could these announcements be? Is it new games? Is it a new generation? Is it remakes? I, for one, was on board with the people hoping it was going to be a Ruby and Sapphire remake because it seemed to follow the timeline of when Red, Blue, Gold, and Silver were remade. So I was very excited. Hopefully it's like, oh, Ruby, Sapphire! But unfortunately, that wasn't the announcement. I read rumors about it possibly being called like Pokemon Rainbow and then Pokemon in Space. I mean, you guys come up with the strangest things on the internet. And then of course I saw a little bit of, was it going to be exclusively on the DS again, or was it going to finally be 3DS exclusive? The morning of the announcement, I actually saw some of the spoilers on Twitter. You guys should post your spoilers on Twitter if you're having a spoiler announcement and some people can't get to watch the Pokemon Direct until later on that day. It'd be a very nice thing to do. But when I did finally watch the Pokemon Direct, I was very excited for the new games, as, pretty much almost all Pokemon fans are when there's a new game in the series. It's like, oh, new Pokemon game, gotta save my money, gotta go get it. Oh, Nintendo, just have my money now. I was a little bit of a sad panda when I didn't see that it was Ruby and Sapphire remakes, but there was an announcement of a brand new generation, and I, for one, think it might have been a little too early for an announcement of a new generation, but maybe that's just my opinion. But still, I do plan on picking up the games. I plan on picking up Pokemon X at launch, and eventually Pokemon Y, which is what they are called. I'm really looking forward to the fact that these aren't going to be like our normal games where there are little sprites running around anymore, that these are going to be full-fledged like 3D models of our trainers walking around, and there's a whole 3D world in it, and I'm really looking forward to it. I was also very excited about the fact that these games are going to be a worldwide release in October, and it's not just going to be, Japan and then the rest of the world gets later, but I mean worldwide at the same time release. That is something I'm pretty sure Nintendo has never done before for the Pokemon games. So I'm very excited. Game Freak, you are awesome for making sure we could all have it at the same time. For the starters, I actually really like them. Chespin for the grass type starter is so adorable, and it reminds me of a little chipmunk, and I'm just one of those people when I first see a Pokemon, like a new Pokemon, and my reaction is, from it visually, if it's adorable and cute, I'm just one of those people that really likes, the cute and adorable Pokemon. When I saw Fennekin, I'm pretty sure Fennekin would be my chosen starter. It would either actually be between Fennekin or Chespin. I'm not drawn toward the grass type. I'm usually either fire or water type. But, Fennekin is just such a cute Firefox. Firefox, haha, punny. For Froakie, I didn't have an initial, like, oh my god, this thing is the most adorable thing in the world. I was like, I could see it, I kind of like it, but I just didn't have an initial love reaction for it. But usually I do tend to grow a fondness for all the Pokemon. I mean, what I believe is a true Pokemon fan should at least appreciate the Pokemon series, because, there are people that argue, oh, the first generation was the best, or the second generation. The thing is, they aren't going to exactly be re-released like a brand new generation is, so they are the past. We love them. Appreciate the Pokemon series in general. I didn't see this in the trailer for the games, but if my Pokemon cannot walk behind me like it did in Heart Gold and Soul Silver and all the way back to Pokemon Yellow, I mean, if it was in Pokemon Yellow, I really believe it should have been like that throughout the entire series of all the games. I think they should bring back letting us walk with our Pokemon behind us. I mean, when it was in Heart Gold and Soul Silver and it didn't make it to the 5th generation, I was kind of a little bit, confused and a little sad because I really liked having my Pokemon walk behind me. With speculation as to what Pokemon X and Y are supposed to stand for, the first thing that came to my mind was I thought of X and Y chromosomes. Like, how females have 2 X chromosomes, which makes them a female. Men have an X and Y chromosome, which makes them a male. I'm pretty sure it has probably something to do with that, and I read online that it has something to do with chromosomes and DNA, but, of course, this is all speculation. I was tweeting Brizzy Voices, and I noticed she responded that she had a theory that I told her my friend had, but I'm pretty sure they're not the only ones that thought of this in the world. But there's kind of theory. If you think about it in math, when you have coordinate planes X and Y, there's a third plane that's Z, which makes it 3D. So maybe that was kind of like a hint at it being, you know, 3D exclusive, being brought to the 3DS. So I do plan on getting Pokemon X at launch and eventually Y, because I'm one of those people that hoards every single game possible. I have an addiction of hoarding games and I'm perfectly alright with it. But yeah, I am very excited for the games, and I want you guys to let me know what your thoughts and opinions, what you heard in the comments below, what your favorite starter is out of the 3. If you love them, like them, or hate them, you know, just tell me and let me know, and we can have a little discussion. If you guys have been following my channel for a while, you would know that I've been telling you when I hit 400 subscribers, I would be giving away a poster. And this week I did hit the big 400. I will be giving away this poster. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to be done yet. There will be a special video for the giveaway coming in the next couple weeks. And instructions and things telling you how to win it will be in there. And if you don't end up winning it, I do actually have 2 more exactly like it to give away at 500 and 600 subscribers. I will see you in Sunday's video. And yeah, as always, I love your face. Bye!